From the icy plains of the Arctic to the towering peaks of the Rockies, Canada has long been a land of breathtaking beauty and natural abundance. But beneath this pristine landscape lies a hidden power, a force capable of reshaping the world as we know it. This is the story of Canada's rise as a global energy superpower. For decades, Canada has quietly supplied the world with resources, from lumber and minerals to oil and gas. But a confluence of factors is pushing this nation to the forefront of a new energy revolution. Climate change, geopolitical instability, and technological advancements are converging to create a perfect storm, and Canada finds itself uniquely positioned to weather it. This is not merely a tale of resources, but of resilience, innovation, and a steadfast commitment to sustainability. Join us as we journey across this vast nation, from the bustling metropolises of the south to the remote communities of the north, to witness the birth of a new energy order. In a world increasingly defined by uncertainty, Canada stands as a beacon of stability. While other nations grapple with political turmoil and economic volatility, Canada's democratic institutions remain strong, its economy robust. This bedrock of stability provides a solid foundation for long-term investment and growth, attracting capital and talent from around the globe. Canada's commitment to the rule of law, transparent governance, and respect for human rights further strengthens its appeal. While challenges remain, particularly in its relationship with Indigenous peoples, Canada's dedication to progress sets it apart on the world stage. This unwavering commitment to ethical and sustainable development is not just admirable, it is essential for attracting the partnerships and investments needed to thrive in the new energy landscape. These qualities, often overlooked in the pursuit of short-term gains, are the cornerstones of Canada's enduring strength. They provide the framework for responsible resource development and ensure that the benefits of this energy revolution are shared equitably. But Canada's appeal extends far beyond its stable political and economic environment. This vast nation is blessed with an astonishing array of natural resources, a veritable treasure trove of energy potential. From the oil sands of Alberta to the hydroelectric dams of Quebec, Canada possesses a diverse energy portfolio that is the envy of the world. Natural gas reserves, crucial for a smooth transition to a lower carbon future, are found in abundance. Nuclear power, a reliable and efficient source of baseload electricity, is well established, with Canada's CANDU reactors renowned for their safety and efficiency. And as the world embraces renewable energy sources, Canada is poised to become a leader in wind, solar, and geothermal power. But the true extent of Canada's resource wealth goes even deeper. Beneath the surface lie vast deposits of critical minerals, the essential building blocks of the 21st century. Lithium for batteries, cobalt for electric vehicles, rare earth elements for smartphones and defense technology. Canada has it all. While many nations rely heavily on a single energy source, putting themselves at the mercy of volatile markets and geopolitical tensions, Canada enjoys a remarkable degree of energy security. This diversity of energy sources is not just a matter of national pride, it is a strategic advantage of immense value. This diversified approach provides a buffer against price shocks and supply disruptions, ensuring that Canada's energy needs are met even in times of global uncertainty. It also allows the country to strategically leverage its resources, adapting to changing market demands and technological advancements. This flexibility is crucial in a world where the energy landscape is constantly evolving. Moreover, this energy mix positions Canada to become a global leader in clean energy technologies. With its abundant hydroelectric resources, vast wind and solar potential, and expertise in nuclear power, Canada has the opportunity to become a model for a sustainable energy future. Underpinning Canada's energy abundance is a remarkable natural gift, an abundance of fresh water and consistently cold temperatures. These two factors are essential for the efficient and cost-effective operation of many energy technologies, from hydroelectric dams to data centers. Canada's vast network of rivers and lakes provides a renewable source of energy that is harnessed by hydroelectric dams, generating clean electricity for millions of homes and businesses. These dams not only provide power but also play a vital role in flood control and irrigation, further demonstrating the interconnectedness of Canada's natural resources. Meanwhile, Canada's cold climate provides a natural advantage for energy-intensive industries like data storage and processing. The cool temperatures reduce the need for expensive cooling systems, lowering operating costs and minimizing environmental impact. This has led to a boom in the construction of data centers in Canada, attracting tech giants and further solidifying the country's position as a global leader in sustainable energy. Canada, for all its natural bounty, understands that true strength lies not just in resources, but in partnerships. It is a nation deeply embedded in the global community, a member of some of the most influential alliances on Earth. The Group of Seven, a forum of the world's most advanced economies, counts Canada amongst its ranks. Within NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, Canada stands shoulder to shoulder with its allies, committed to collective security and defense. And across the vast network of the Commonwealth bound by history and shared values, Canada remains a steadfast presence. This commitment to diplomacy, to peaceful resolution and international cooperation has earned Canada a reputation as a trusted partner. In a world grappling with uncertainty and the shadow of conflict, Canada's voice resonates with a quiet strength, a beacon of stability and reason. As nations seek to diversify their alliances, to move away from dependence on less predictable actors, it is to Canada that they increasingly turn, drawn to its unwavering commitment to democratic principles and the rule of law. The world today is not one easily defined by simple borders. The challenges we face, from climate change to economic instability, require global solutions and collaborative action. It is here that Canada's role as a bridge builder comes to the fore. Canada's long-standing relationships with nations across the globe, nurtured through decades of diplomacy and development assistance, have fostered a deep understanding of diverse perspectives and priorities. This ability to navigate complex geopolitical landscapes makes Canada an invaluable intermediary, able to facilitate dialogue and build consensus where others might falter. Moreover, Canada's commitment to multilateralism, to working within the framework of international institutions, reinforces its role as a reliable and predictable actor on the world stage. This is particularly crucial in an era marked by rising nationalism and protectionism. In a world increasingly fractured by suspicion and mistrust, Canada stands as a testament to the enduring power of diplomacy and the pursuit of common ground. As the global energy landscape undergoes a period of profound transformation, Canada finds itself at a pivotal juncture, its destiny intertwined with the winds of change. Steering the nation through these turbulent waters is a new generation of leaders, individuals who possess both the vision and the acumen to navigate the complexities of the 21st century. Among them stands Mark Carney, a name synonymous with economic prowess and unwavering resolve. Having served as governor of both the Bank of Canada and the Bank of England, Carney brings with him a wealth of experience, having guided both nations through periods of significant economic upheaval. His calm demeanor and astute analysis during the global financial crisis and the Brexit negotiations earned him international acclaim, cementing his reputation as a steady hand in times of uncertainty. Many now believe that Carney's sights are set on the highest office in the land, that he will soon answer the call to serve as Canada's Prime Minister. Should he choose to do so, it would mark a new chapter in Canada's story, one defined by a bold, forward-looking agenda. For Carney is not content with simply navigating the present, he is determined to shape the future, to position Canada as a global leader in the transition to a sustainable and prosperous world. Under Carney's leadership, Canada is poised to undergo a period of significant economic transformation, one driven by a deep commitment to sustainability and innovation. No longer content with being simply a resource powerhouse, Canada is embracing its potential as a global leader in clean energy and green technology. Central to this vision is a comprehensive financial strategy, one that aligns economic growth with ambitious climate goals. This involves redirecting investment towards renewable energy infrastructure, fostering the development of cutting-edge clean technologies, and creating a regulatory environment that incentivizes businesses to adopt sustainable practices. Carney understands that true economic prosperity must be built on a foundation of environmental responsibility. His approach is not one of sacrifice but rather of opportunity, of leveraging Canada's natural advantages to create a more sustainable and equitable future. Far to the north, where the sun barely dips below the horizon in summer and the aurora borealis paints the night sky in winter, lies a region undergoing a transformation as profound as it is perilous. The Arctic, once a realm of ice and snow, is warming at an alarming rate, its frozen landscapes yielding to the relentless advance of climate change. The melting of the Arctic ice cap, while a stark reminder of the environmental challenges facing our planet, is also unlocking new possibilities, reshaping the geopolitical landscape in ways few could have predicted. New shipping routes, once impassable, are opening up, connecting the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans through the legendary Northwest Passage. This newfound accessibility has the potential to revolutionize global trade, offering shorter and more efficient routes between Asia, Europe, and North America. The Arctic, once considered a remote and inhospitable region, is rapidly emerging as a strategic waterway, a maritime crossroads of the 21st century. Beneath the thawing permafrost and icy waters of the Arctic lie vast reserves of natural resources, untapped riches that have long captivated the imaginations of nations and corporations alike. Oil, natural gas, rare earth minerals. The Arctic holds the promise of immense wealth, a potential boon for those able to exploit it. Yet this rush to capitalize on the Arctic's bounty is not without its critics. Environmentalists warn of the irreversible damage that could be inflicted upon this fragile ecosystem, while indigenous communities whose lives and cultures are inextricably linked to the land, fear for their way of life. Canada, as a nation with a vast Arctic coastline and a long history of engagement in the region, is acutely aware of the delicate balance that must be struck. The government has pledged to pursue a sustainable development strategy, one that respects the rights of indigenous peoples, protects the environment, and ensures that the benefits of Arctic resource development are shared equitably. The world's political landscape is in constant flux. As some nations turn inwards, erecting barriers to trade and cooperation, others see an opportunity. The United States, once the champion of free trade, has begun to implement tariffs on a variety of goods, including metals, technology, and even green energy imports. This shift in policy has left many nations searching for new economic partners. A delicate dance of diplomacy and economics is playing out on the global stage. And in this intricate dance, Canada finds itself ideally positioned. With a long history of positive relations with the United States, yet not overly reliant on its southern neighbor, Canada presents a stable and welcoming alternative. Already a significant export hub for Europe and Asia, and endowed with abundant natural resources including those vital for the burgeoning green technology sector, Canada is emerging as a key player in this evolving global order. The world's appetite for energy, particularly clean energy, is insatiable. As nations transition away from fossil fuels, the demand for battery metals, renewable technologies, and the resources to produce them is skyrocketing. This demand has created an unexpected opportunity for Canada, a nation long known for its peaceful diplomacy and commitment to environmental sustainability. With escalating tensions between economic titans like the United States and China, Canada's neutral stance and reputation for fair dealing make it the ideal intermediary. This unique position allows Canada to act as a bridge between competing interests, facilitating trade and cooperation, while simultaneously bolstering its own economic standing. The implications of this global power shift are far-reaching, extending far beyond the borders of Canada. The established order of global trade is undergoing a fundamental transformation, with the magnetic north of commerce drawing ever closer to the actual north. Emerging markets, eager to embrace clean energy solutions and reduce their reliance on traditional power structures, are increasingly turning to Canada for partnership and guidance. This shift is not merely geographical, it represents a seismic change in how the world views energy production and consumption. As the old guard of oil giants fades and the era of green power dawns, Canada finds itself uniquely positioned as both a provider and a consumer of this new energy landscape. This transition is already evident in the movement of global corporations. Drawn by the allure of low energy costs, political stability, and Canada's commitment to sustainability, multinational companies are relocating data centers, factories, and research facilities to Canadian soil. This influx of investment and expertise is further bolstering Canada's position as a global leader in technology, innovation, and responsible resource management. The world is witnessing the emergence of a new economic paradigm, one in which environmental responsibility and economic prosperity are not mutually exclusive but rather inextricably intertwined. And at the forefront of this new world order stands Canada, a nation once content to play the role of the quiet neighbor, now poised to become the architect of a more sustainable and equitable future for all. The Arctic winds howl a symphony of change, a harbinger of the transformation sweeping across the globe. For it is here, in the vast expanse of Canada's north, that a new kind of power is emerging. This isn't simply about the raw energy buried beneath the permafrost, the oil, the gas, the critical minerals. This is about a different kind of strength, one forged in resilience, in sustainability, and in a profound respect for the natural world. Canada, with its vast reserves of fresh water, its commitment to clean energy, and its unwavering belief in international cooperation, stands as a beacon of hope in an increasingly uncertain world. The world is changing, and as traditional power structures crumble, Canada is writing a new chapter, a chapter where economic prosperity goes hand in hand with environmental stewardship, and where the future belongs to those who dare to innovate, to collaborate, and to lead with courage and compassion. For decades, Canada has been seen as the quiet neighbor to the south, content to observe from the sidelines. But those days are over. As the world grapples with climate change, energy insecurity, and geopolitical instability, Canada is stepping into the light, offering a blueprint for a more sustainable and equitable future. This is a future where economic growth is powered by renewable energy, where Indigenous communities are equal partners in prosperity, and where international relations are defined by cooperation, not conflict. This is the promise of Canada's North, a promise of a brighter future for all. It is a promise whispered on the wind, carried on the currents, and reflected in the shimmering aurora borealis. A promise that the future is bright, the future is green, and the future is undeniably northern. As the tectonic plates of global trade shift, a new alliance is forming, drawn together by shared values and a common vision for a more just and prosperous future. Across the Atlantic, Canada and Africa are forging a partnership for the 21st century, one that transcends the traditional boundaries of trade and embraces a more equitable and sustainable model of global engagement. This is not simply about extracting resources or securing markets. This is about building bridges of understanding, fostering innovation, and creating opportunities for all. Canada, with its commitment to multilateralism, its expertise in clean energy and sustainable development, and its deep respect for cultural diversity, is uniquely positioned to partner with Africa in its quest for economic transformation and social progress. From the bustling streets of Lagos to the rolling hills of Rwanda, Canadian investment is helping to unlock Africa's vast potential, supporting projects that empower communities, create jobs, and build a more sustainable future. This is not about charity, but about shared prosperity. Canada recognizes that a strong and prosperous Africa is in everyone's best interests, contributing to global stability, economic growth, and a more just and equitable world order. In education, healthcare, infrastructure, and renewable energy, Canada is working hand in hand with African partners to build a brighter future, one based on shared values, mutual respect, and a deep commitment to leaving no one behind. This is the power of partnership, the power of collaboration, and the power of a shared vision for a more just and prosperous world. It is a testament to the enduring bonds of humanity and the limitless potential that can be unleashed when nations work together for the common good. And so, we've journeyed from the icy plains of the Arctic to the sun-drenched savannas of Africa, witnessing the profound transformation taking place in the global energy landscape. This is a story of change, of innovation, and of the power of human ingenuity, to overcome even the most daunting challenges. But most importantly, it is a story of hope. Hope for a future where energy is a force for good, where economies are built on sustainability, and where the bonds of international cooperation are stronger than ever before. This is Livity Universe. Like, comment, and share if you believe energy should serve the people, not just the profits. Subscribe for more deep dives into the power games shaping our world.